to take a picture.
Do.
To us. The estuaries of the state of South Carolina where the Atlantic Ocean forms. Yeah, you know, I've always heard that my whole life. People have found South Carolina's coast to be captivating. Again, on behalf of the state board, thank y'all for coming out. Ryan Yates and his team to come. Ryan, I'm going to venture to say that we're probably the largest. 25 reefs in the last 15 years that none of the money that we raise leaves the state. And it goes to fund. Please, we've got a tremendous group of volunteers. Chapter chair here, and John Anderson, who was also on our. They were at the dinner table the day that we started this chapter, and they have been a part of it ever since.
Scott said, myself, Ryan Yaden, and then we have Joe. And many of you are familiar with the Artificial Reef Program. We can get into more specifics if you have questions. When you guys think of a reef, or when I typically think of a reef, this is what I'm thinking. Another type of reef that you'll see, we have here in South Carolina. Okay, this is a natural reef. A lot of relief. You don't see the big 10, 20-foot reefs out. We take the oil out. The only thing that is in this ship right now, a tall structure. We use barges all the time. Barges are great. And as you can see, it doesn't matter. A lot of times they flip upside down. From these culvert factories, they can't use this to hang out in these. Grouper, snapper, any one of those came about as part of an Army National Guard training project location. So we did this for about 10 to 15 years. All that those invertebrates need is just a hard in as shallow as 30 feet location. So we have some that are 12 miles off. We have some that are full of reef guides. So if you want a reef guide that's got location anywhere from 5 feet of visibility to 100 feet, 25 to 40 years out of it, depending on the type. So the APCs themselves are aluminum. So if you look, especially that first video, we have a bunch on the Charleston 60. This in 1973 was to give created over 3.5 million cubic feet of new. Notice that in 2006, you'll see right here a bet going and see who can get the closest. Whether it's going to be over the second season at the end. That was the coast.
I man check you.
No, I knew that. And it had been sitting there for a long time, and so if it's steel, we can use that. Step moving forward because we've actually got some legislation. This is the most up-to-date reef guide we have. We have more up-to-date.